Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at Warner Bros. This was a stock analysis request and I am actually mentioning this because I want to remind you all that anyone can make requests for stocks to be analyzed, and I will most likely cover them, especially if there is an actionable setup to be followed. Now in this case it is quite a questionable chart, I have to say. So we could have here this wave 1 to the upside. This looks perfect, 10 out of 10 to be honest. But then we had what in the bullish scenario would be an A wave down, an overshooting wave B, and then a C wave that followed to the downside and pushed way past the 78.6% retracement, which is the level that kind of indicates the last point where the reversal after 1-2 setup has high probabilities to follow through. So we did push quite significantly beyond that. Now we didn't invalidate this scenario, so it is still possible for it to be a 1-2, but I am telling you that this interpretation is a bit on thin ice, because even in the case of an overshooting wave B, we pushed beyond the maximum level I would normally consider for such an idea, and yeah, I suppose we can still allow it, but it is not a high likelihood interpretation. I will leave it at that. And for the bearish scenario, here we would be tracking overall an A, B, C pattern that developed, and now we would have a 5-wave move to follow to the downside. And then we would have here, instead of a wave C, we would have a wave 1. We would follow up in a wave 2 into the resistance area between $17 up to around $46 level, and then we would be looking to continue. Could be a 5-wave move, could be a 3-wave move, but we would continue to the downside, very likely even breaking below the beginning of this supposed wave 1, and in that case the wave A. So there is a very high risk on this chart that we break down and actually form new all-time lows. So I want you to keep that in mind when considering what you want to do for this chart, for these opportunities. But still, even in the bearish scenario, we could realistically very easily track continuation to the upside here in this wave 2 in white, because we didn't even reach the first level of resistance at the $17 level, which I find quite probable that we do reach at least the resistance zone. And so far I would consider that we have completed here a 3-wave move where we would be tracking a leading diagonal in a wave A, could be a wave 1 in the case that we still manage to perform well and make new all-time highs. So it is a very difficult chart. I will leave it at that. And in this case, yeah, as I said, it is a leading diagonal, so we are tracking an ABC pattern in each of the waves. The wave 4 could still develop as a triangle, and in that case it would have 5 waves, but mostly we are focusing on the motive waves, in which are the wave 1, 3, and 5. So as I showed, we had an ABC in a wave 1, we have an ABC in a wave 3, and now we are looking to find support in a wave 4 in the area that would be for a wave 4, but with the addition of the 61.8% retracement. So it is between $11.9 down to around $9.3 level. So far we have completed a 3-wave move to the downside in this wave 4. Could technically be complete. Now I would find it decently probable so that we still continue here in this wave 4, but I don't have much requirements other than holding the 61.8% retracement for this wave 4. So as long as we are above that level, we can still continue to track this 5th wave to the upside, and once we actually have 5-wave moves, a 5-wave move here, we can look for a wave 2 or maybe a wave B, and then still continue to track for continuation to the upside. Now keep in mind, it is a leading diagonal, so overall we are looking for an ABC pattern in the 5th wave as well. And this is it for now. These are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover. And I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.